Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Dr. PGNGM. Praise God to get money. Back with another YouTube video banger, man. Yes, sir. We're engineers to the streets, man. Today we have a very special one, man. Very important one, man. And you know I like to be funny, but I'm gonna try to keep it as short as possible, but still express my thoughts on this, man. The USA Boxing, man. It is crazy. The USA Boxing has now released a new policy regarding the inclusion of transgender athletes, man.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And it's based on the framework of the IOC. For those of you that are unfamiliar, it's the International Olympic Committee, man. So, you know, they're saying that they're going to include transgender athletes, particularly transgender women, to be able to compete against female boxers, bro.
So you have chosen death.
You know what I'm saying? They're you know, but you know, before we get into it, man, I want to shout out Ebony Bridges, man. Ebony Bridges right here, man. You know, she's a female boxer from Australia. We covered one of her fights a couple weeks ago. And yeah, man, shout out to her for being brave, man. We got to stand in solidarity with our sisters, you know, our brothers and sisters, but we got to protect our women, you know what I'm saying? And but I'm not going to let you know where I stand yet. I think that was pretty obvious. But let's go into some of the particulars about the new policy, right? So initially, there's a 4-year duration of tests that you have to undergo. You know what I'm saying? And you have to complete gender reassignment surgery.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
You know, etc., etc. I'm not gonna go into the major details. Y'all can go look it up yourself, but that's just the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? And so there's some procedures and policies that you have to abide by, and they're gonna make sure that you adhere to it. So it seems like they're gonna put you through some rigorous tests and procedures and process that you have to go through. So it's not just like, oh, whimsically, I want to compete against women as a transgender woman or a transgender man. I want to compete against men or women. So you got to actually prove some things. However, the fact that they this one made me smile a little bit. They said boxers under 18 must compete as their birth gender.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck the kids?
Yeah.
You know, I thought that was very important to me. You know what I'm saying? Because we love the kids around here. You know what I'm talking about? But they allow for transgender adult boxers to essentially choose their category which they want to compete in. What? You can choose the category. What? It's up to you. It's of your choosing. That's the problem right there, man. You know what I'm saying? And even the USA Boxing policy, it comically states that, and I quote this, I'm quoting this now, the purpose of this policy is to provide fairness and safety for all boxers.
Huh?
Bullshit! 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 Bullshit!
That's bullshit. How is that providing safety for the women, the naturally born women out there, athletes? You know what I'm saying? You know, and now I'm about to get into my stance, and this is not out of hate for anybody. In fact, it's for the love of everybody, particularly our women in competition and combat sports. You know, there's a saying that goes, man. You know, shout out to Tony Weeks. I'm not saying that he was the first ref that I heard. He's the first person to say it, but I heard him say it before, and I heard other people say it before too. But you play basketball, you play baseball, you don't play boxing. You know what I'm saying? So it's one thing to compete. Now, it's a combat sport, so very few sports are as physical as boxing. Now, you know, there's football, whatever, and stuff like that too. American football, that is, not football like soccer. But yeah, so there's other sports where you might bring harm to somebody, but very few sports where you're doing it intentionally.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah. Allah
boxing. Like you know, in football I might tackle you. Why am I tackling you? To stop the forward progression of the ball, right? If I punch you in your nose, I'm trying to break that mug. If I punch you in your eye, I might be trying to bust your orbital bone. You see what I'm saying? So the intent is to hurt. So I don't care what anybody says, man. A man cannot hurt anything like they can hurt a woman. You know what I'm saying? A male can't hurt another male like they hurt a woman. A woman can't hurt another woman like a man hurts a woman, and a woman definitely can't hurt a man like a man hurts a woman. You see what I'm saying? So it's the most severe from male to women physical combat. And in physical combat sports, the objective is to hurt somebody. Now you might not want to hurt them permanently. You know, after the fight, we wish you well. You know what I'm saying? That's the gentleman sports of it. You know, and ladylike sports of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part where we also involve we involve some type of empathy and some what's the word I'm looking for, and some compliments to our opponents, you know what I'm saying, admiration to our opponents. You know, we don't want to hurt them permanently, but during those 3 minutes of every round, I'm trying to hurt you. I'm trying to knock you out. Try to knock your block off, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people get hurt, and so I think we need to stand in solidarity with not just Ebony Bridges or whoever else is denouncing this. We need to stand in solidarity for people, period, man. And like I said, this is not, I repeat, this is not a political stance. This is not a hateful stance. This is not a harmful stance. This is a morality stance. You know what I'm saying? This is what I think for the health and wealth of our female competitors, because I'm a heterosexual man, right?
Nigga, you gay.
That's my orientation. That's my identification. That's what I choose. Whatever you want to do, whether you're homosexual, heterosexual, bisexual, transsexual, or somewhere in between, that's your orientation. That's what you choose to be. And we should all respect that and make you equal. We should deny your wages, should deny your right to access things or to be certain places. However, competition is not mandated. You willingly choose to compete. And when you're competing, when you choose to compete, you're competing against somebody else. And if your willingness to compete and we want to make you comfortable comes at the detriment, you know what I'm saying, the detriment or expense of somebody else's welfare or health or comfortability, then that's wrong.
And if you do that, it's really unfair. It's my team. It's my quarterback.
You see what I'm saying? So when we're including a transgender, particularly women, let's stay on topic, a trans woman going from male, transition from male to female, when we include you against a female, an actually born female, that is unfair to that female. You've seen countless times and countless instances where some women are getting battered and bruised, you know what I'm saying, or just losing, you know, a lot of times they come up on top. So it's like an effort to obtain an unfair advantage. That's not fair to put these competitors, particularly women, at a disadvantage. You see what I'm saying? So the fairness part is thrown out the window. You know what I'm saying? And so we need to stand in solidarity, man. You know, we protect everybody in fairness. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the fairness part. It's like we're going against what's natural in terms of competition. In terms of competition, like I said, do whatever you want, be happy. You know, I support that. You know what I'm saying? But man, shout out to the LGBTQ community, man. They work quick and they work fast. Boy, they own it. You know what I'm talking about? But in this case, it could be somewhat considered bullying. You know what I'm saying?
And I will not be bullied by that.
For this inclusion, you know, because at the end of the day, no matter how you cut it or how you agree with it, they're undergoing artificial biochemical manipulation.
First of all, you're throwing too many big words at me. Okay, now because I don't understand them, I'm gonna take them as disrespect. Watch your mouth.
That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you know, they're getting an advantage genetically by forms of competition, and that's not right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you. I have my PhD. I have my PhD in engineering, man, particularly sustainable energy engineering, with a focus on heat transfer thermodynamics. But why? Oh, you bragging? I'm not bragging, but the point is, I'm an engineer. You know what the root of being an engineer is? At the very foundation of being an engineer, it's a problem solver. That's what an engineer is. They're problem solvers. So guess what? I got a solution to the problem, coincidentally. Why don't we just make a transgender league? What the freak is the harm in that? That way, no one's getting excluded. In fact, everybody's getting included and encouraged to compete against those that are genetically close to what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? What you are. You see what I'm saying? That way, there'll be no choices on where you compete. You know, and it's like, bro, when I'm 19, I can no longer compete against the 18 and under. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm male, whether I choose to live a lifestyle of a male or I choose to live a lifestyle of a woman,
nigga, you gay.
If I am male genetically, I need to compete against other males because it's going to put me at an extreme advantage going against women, man. So, like I said, man, I think we just need to do that. And then people, hey, if we have a transgender league and if it succeeds from the support, which I believe it will succeed because people will watch it, then let's go. Let's keep it going. If it doesn't, if it fails, then like every other league or every other competition, every league of competition that failed because people weren't watching it, people weren't interested, then it has to fail too. We're not giving no unfair advantages around here, man. What are we doing, man? And you know, just to further emphasize the point, man. First off, I want to say prayers to Kazuki Aguchi, man. He just lost to Susumi. I think it was on the 26th of December. That's what, 5 days ago. Sorry, it's the 31st. 5 days ago, man. This, I can't make this up. It's not coincidental. He just had to have emergency craniotomy. You know what I'm saying? That's craniotomy. Yes, the cranium. Yes, think about it. Ow! You're right. You're on the right track. It's essentially brain surgery. They remove the bone protecting your brain to commence brain surgery. Guess why he had to do that? Because of his competition, because of his boxing competition with another man, and he lost by decision. He had to have emergency craniotomy, essentially emergency brain surgery. Do you think that's going to happen more frequently when a male goes against a woman, or less frequency? Less frequently. Sorry, I apologize. When a transgender woman goes against a woman, you think that's going to occur more frequently or less frequently?
Hey, yo, hey, niggas get shot every day, B. You be aight, nigga. You tough, right?
So this stuff already happens. You know what I'm saying? There's things like this already happen. I don't want to give, there's plenty of examples. There's a plethora of examples I can give you. This is the hurt game. I can give you plenty of examples where people have had life-altering and sometimes life-ending occurrences that have transpired when they were in the ring. It's gonna happen even more, man. So we need to stand in solidarity. Shout out to those that oppose this. And like I said, this is not an opposition of any social constructs, any political constructs, but this is an opposition of being unfair. We have to oppose this bill. This is not right, man. We have to be fair to people who want to compete, because you do it willingly, you do it voluntarily, and at the end of the day, we are eliminating and drastically decreasing the amount of women in not just combat sports, but sports period. They don't want to. Why would you want to compete against somebody that has an unfair event? That's why we have weight classes. You know what I'm saying? There's all types of things to try to equal the level of competitions, so the people that can stand out going against the rightful opposition can stand out. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all rocking with me as always, man. I know I said it's going to be a short video. I tried my best, but I had to get my thoughts out, man. Like I said, this is no hate. This is all love, man. You know me, man. I support all the quality, man. I'm a God-fearing man. I don't judge anybody. However, right is right and wrong is wrong, and this is unequivocally wrong, man. Love y'all for real. Don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We out. God bless. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, man. Peace. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.